Before we begin, try to tap the link in the description and to save yourself the mystery of fractionation article I will send you via email. Let's begin. Getting blended signs from a young lady is a reality of dating life. It very well may be very confounding and disappointing. Yet, men have no other decision yet to manage it. Men who have encountered dating know about the dissatisfaction of getting blended signs from a young lady. To represent, it resembles managing a semi-bipolar individual where you're always tossed into a pull of war between snapshots of sweet friendship and episodes of chilly, pitiless lack of concern or occurrence in under multi-day for no obvious reason. Obviously, this sort of experience can make any man insane to the point of surrendering. In the event that just ladies knew how to impart their actual goals specifically, you can envision that the world, or possibly connections, would be less muddled. We may wish it were the situation, yet it appears that it won't occur at any point in the near future. That abandons us with just a single choice. What's more, that is, figuring out how to peruse blended signs from a young lady. What are blended flags at any rate? The guidelines of fascination are basic. When you like a man, you tend to converse with them a considerable measure, invest energy with them, or get physically private. Then again, individuals that we don't need anything to do with are met with lack of concern or the infrequent antagonistic vibe. We are predictable with the feelings we show to the general population we like or despise. With blended signs, you get a faltering dosage of both. It is the famous blowing hot and chilly. You encounter fondness and consideration at first, and minutes after the fact she treats you like a suspicious outsider before changing to her sweet demeanor by and by. For what reason do young ladies give blended signs? When she is honestly undecided with you. Assumed the best about, there are uncommon examples where a young lady blows hot and cool since she is really undecided on whether to think about your advances or not. Men at times need to comprehend that a few young ladies simply encounter qualms with regards to their men. They should acknowledge the way that accepting blended signs will be a piece of the dating procedure. 2. She has an ambivalent identity. While the principal class is encountering a certified difficulty, these sorts of young ladies have a genuinely hesitant streak in their DNA. They are the sorts who will take hours to pick a thing from the menu. Furthermore, they will most likely switch orders ultimately. Just misfortune will have it that they additionally demonstrate this hesitant conduct with regards to thinking about a man's affections. 3. She's trying your understanding. A few ladies with an outrageous identity are dependably vigilant for a particular sort of man who can deal with her in a relationship. Also, as a trial of your understanding, she regularly turns to giving blended signs to check whether you'll deal with her tricks on the off chance that she chooses to go out with you later on. 4. She is a bit coquettish and presumably engaging other men other than you. Young ladies love a lot of consideration, and on the off chance that you were in a place where various young ladies pursued you around, wouldn't it feel awesome? For this situation, a young lady may give a man blended signs if she's keeping him for possible later use alongside incalculable other men. They will demonstrate to you a touch of friendship, adequate to keep you wasting time while she lounges in the sublime consideration that alternate folks on her rundown give her. Being in this position can be a genuine bummer. In any event, you realize that you're by all account not the only person who getting her dosage of blended signs. 5. She needs to play hard to get. In a few circumstances, the young lady you're seeking after truly prefers you yet plays hard to get for a few reasons. One of these is to secure her pride as a lady. Contrasted with men, ladies take dismissal harder and never completely respond the affections of a man who demonstrated her some intrigue. She gives blended signs to prop you up until the point when the time is correct. The second reason, ladies think men are more pulled in and faithful to ladies they needed to seek after first. By giving a man blended flags and toying with him a bit, there is some affirmation that the man will stay with her more drawn out than the person who did not give any type of exertion in getting the young lady. Managing blended signs from a young lady. There are a few different ways to manage blended signs from a young lady relying upon her explanation behind why she's tossing them in any case. The initial step is becoming more acquainted with the young lady you seek after and how she plays her diversion. At last, you will likely advance things and consider you important. All things considered, you're investing energy and exertion for her to respond. 1. Play her diversion and let her have her very own essence drug. Young ladies are by all account not the only ones who can give blended signs. You can tame the notorious vixen by responding likewise on the off chance that she treats you with chilling disdain. On the off chance that she is a young lady who really loves you, she will be frightened by the way that her wishy-washy demeanor may push you away for good. Along these lines, she considers you more important and drops the mind diversions for good. To escalate your amusement and be more forceful. On the off chance that a young lady utilizes the blended flag strategy to test you, accept it as a sign to raise the stakes. Be more forceful and clear in your quest for her. In the event that you were beforehand shy and inclined to receive the hero persona, perhaps this time you impress her by with somewhat more demeanor. 3. Ask her forthright and get her out. This is an extremely dubious course, yet whenever done effectively, you demonstrate your purpose and you're not one to play around. Asking her forthright may come as a stun and take her aback, however on the off chance that you persevere and converse with her earnestly, she may value your genuineness and clear way. 4. Forget about her. This is normally the final resort and held for young ladies who are just into you for the consideration you give them. On the off chance that from the earliest starting point you've seen warnings that seeking after her is an act of futility, don't squander any further exertion. Guide your thoughtfulness regarding another young lady. There are a cluster of reasons you could get blended signs from a young lady. Everything falls on folks to see how blended signs function and think of approaches to manage it to propel the sentimental interest.